Can Rolly pull out the upset? I don't want to say that's crazy, but yeah, hopefully for the sake of Rolly, he pulled it off. But it's gonna be a good fight. You know why I'm backing around? Because a lot of boxers going at him. Which when we fought, we made it cool. Not saying like, but we made it cool to go at Brian like that. Brian is not somebody that he really like confrontation. You know, so.
Gervonta Davis has fought both Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero, giving expert insight into their styles and strengths. His first-hand experience offers a powerful breakdown of strategy, mindset, and skills in the highly anticipated Garcia versus Romero matchup.
Can Rolly pull out the upset? I don't want to say that's crazy, but yeah, hopefully for the sake of Rolly, he pulled it off. But it's gonna be a good fight. No, you think? Huh?
Someone's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody get knocked out.
Was it Ryan or was it Rolly? Because they both.
I ain't gonna lie, Rolly hit hard.
Yeah.
People be sleeping on Rolly because he been obviously. I don't know how to say it. Obviously. But yeah, if he don't got no chin down, so Rolly be getting caught. But Rolly, he can hit, bro. Like he can hit. He's the only person I felt like when he swung, it felt like bricks was on his hood.
Is that the hardest one?
Is
that the hardest one you faced throughout your whole career? Is that the hardest one?
Who else I sparred that was like that was Danny Garcia. I sparred Danny Garcia, and that guy, he get hit. Danny, he Puerto Rican, huh?
Yeah, he's
everything. I ain't gonna lie. He didn't touch me. He didn't touch me with nothing clean. But when he did touch me, he like hit me all across the ring, like boom, boom. Like, dang.
You seen that Ryan's not back by Eddie Reynoso, obviously Team Canelo. You think that's gonna why do you think that's gonna be good for him?
Because he's around someone.
Biggest trainers.
Right. He's around someone that's great like Canelo, so he could be able to feed off of him. Anytime you put someone like around like other great people, it always rub off. You know what I mean? So I think that him being back with Team Canelo is gonna be great for Ryan.
Gervonta Davis recently opened up about the knockout power of his past opponents, calling out Rolly Romero's insane strength. Davis admitted, "Rolly hit hard like bricks." That rare praise highlights Romero's elite punching power, explosive force, and real danger inside the ring. This honest moment adds fuel to a potential blockbuster rematch.
He shouldn't be a boxer. I don't think so. Cause it's even just like me, I start watching his like interviews and things like that, just watching him as a person, like trying to get to know him. I just don't see it for him. I just don't see it. Like boxing on Instagram probably be cool, but not an actual fighter. Like he should like train people or something like that. I don't know. I just don't see it for him.
Davis praised Garcia's elite hand speed, calling it one of boxing's best. This explosive speed gives Garcia a major advantage, letting him land fast combos and smart counterpunches, key assets that boost his performance, power, and highlight real moments.
You know why I'm backing around? Because a lot of boxers going at him. Which when we fought, we made it cool, not saying like, but we made it cool to go at Brian like that. Brian is not somebody that he really like confrontation, you know. So for people to like go at him, I feel as though, and you see how serious why didn't it take 72 hours for the test to come back, right?
Came back after the fight, yeah.
Right. So why didn't come out that Tuesday or that week next? They waited till Canelo fight to push that he had something in his drug. Then once they pushed that, Devin and them was on ESPN that night promoting that he was. It's all in. I'm telling you.
What about your thoughts on Victor?
When his brother came in, I mean, he told me, like, you gonna feel it. I said, what? But I heard what he said, though. I kept asking him, like what? I was nervous.
You're gonna feel right away.
I'm a what?
You're gonna feel it right away.
I never fought, and you know, a guy has been that much better than me. You know, I never been overmatched like that, and I've been in there with the best fighters in the world.
It's just me seeing him knock out so many people. Like, seeing him knock out people in the gym, seeing him knock out people on the clips. I'm like, what the hell?
Bro, if you look at the fight of Devin versus Ryan and me versus Ryan, it wasn't no different.
He wasn't patient. If he was more patient, maybe he would have landed some of them shots. He just started running.
The boxing world is buzzing over the highly anticipated May 2nd, 2025 showdown between Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero at Times Square, NYC. Dubbed Fatal Fury City of Wolves, this epic event promises non-stop action, as both fighters aim to prove their supremacy in this unforgettable fight.
Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero is going to be a big event. And sadly, it may destroy Devin Haney's and Lomachenko's destroy their numbers. People love knockouts. And you know Rolly Romero versus King Ryan Garcia, there's going to be a knockout. And either way, if Rolly Romero were to knock out Ryan Garcia, that would be hysterical. Ryan Garcia, he knocks out Rolly Romero, he becomes like this superhero. Because the whole Tony Weeks, Barroso thing, okay, the press conference would be crazy. Don't forget, Rolly Romero versus Gervonta Davis, before the Ryan Garcia fight, that was his biggest fight. He made for the biggest pay-per-view draw for Gervonta Davis. He's going to do the same. But don't forget, Gervonta Davis, him versus King Ryan Garcia, did make history. And both of them were in the ring that night. So people want to see how Ryan Garcia looks coming back.
Person than what you're seeing right now, Chris. He could barely sit still.
He couldn't. He was ready to go and ready to fight. I think he's still ready to fight in this matchup with Rolly Romero. I think this is great matchmaking for Ryan Garcia. Rolly Romero has credibility because he is a former 140-pound champion. He has real power in that right hand, but he has also proven to be a little bit shinny in some of his recent fights. Knocked out by Isaac Cruz, put on skates.
Ryan Garcia is making his comeback after a controversial no contest against Devin Haney in April 2024, following a failed drug test. He sees his fight with Romero as a chance to prove himself in the welterweight division. Garcia is confident, saying, "I know he'll come strong because this is a huge opportunity for him. He's confident, so it'll be a great fight. But in the end, I'm going to knock him out." Don't miss what promises to be a thrilling showdown.
Bring on Rolly. You know, he's part of PBC. We already ran it once with PBC. I need to get my get back. So I'm going to beat Rolly, and we're going to have that. I just pray to God, try to see where he was guiding me. And he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it. And I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel, you know, like it's like his family, like it's a bond. So I'm hungry, man. That's why I'm here every day training. I didn't even know this was happening, but I came to train with Derek. And like I said, it's a blessing. Happy to be part of the team. I'm improving, getting better.
Rolando Rolly. Romero just scored a huge win over Ismael Barroso with a 9th-round stoppage. Known for his aggressive style and knockout power, Romero has also faced scrutiny for his unorthodox technique. A victory over Garcia would cement his place as a top contender in the welterweight division, boosting his career to new heights.
Well, Ryan Garcia, he's not facing Pitbull Cruz anymore. For some reason, Pitbull pulled out the fight. Anyway, you never guess who's stepping in. Ryan Garcia is going to face Rolly Romero now in a fight he should win, knockout in the first round.
Rolly Romero doubts Ryan Garcia's ability to improve with Derek James, claiming Garcia's Mexican style doesn't align with James's training. Romero, known for his unorthodox power punches, believes his unique approach gives him the upper hand against Garcia.
You're at 140 pounds. People are saying Ryan Garcia.
Look at it, man. I want it to happen. The boxing world wants it to happen. I hope Ryan and his team wants it to happen.
Right.
And if everybody wants it to happen, let's make this shit happen.
Now, what do you think of him teaming up with Derek James? and Errol Spence. You know, he's stablemates with Errol Spence now. He has a new trainer, Derek James. How do you feel about that?
I'm sorry to say it, but that's kind of a downgrade because, I mean, he was with Eddie Reynoso. I mean, what's Derek James going to teach Ryan? I mean, it's not his style.
Well, he's got Errol Spence looking crispy, you know what I mean?
But it's not his style.
Right, so you don't think...
Ryan Garcia is Mexican.
So what, you don't think Derek James can train a Mexican? I'm sure he can. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he has. What about training with Errol Spence, training with another elite fighter like that, you know, day in and day out?
He was training with Canelo. And Canelo is the best fighter in the world.
Ryan and Rolly bring intense energy, especially with their trash talk, which was heated at the press conference. Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez is a solid matchup, though it feels more like a comeback fight. It's not just a tune-up, but about getting back on track. The rivalry between Garcia and Romero adds more excitement. Reports say Romero dominated sparring, which could give him confidence. This past rivalry may give Romero an edge mentally, while Garcia may be driven to prove himself and overcome previous losses.
Ryan Garcia got to redeem himself. He on that PED. He on that... What you think? Who gonna win? Rolly, Ryan Garcia? What's going on?
Well, when you look at these fighters' history, Rolly and Ryan, they have a big history. They actually sparred before. You can go watch their fight on YouTube.
They say he cloud chasing.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm gonna be honest, man. When I watched the spar, you know, Rolly was beating him, man. Ryan didn't have no answer for Rolly. If Ryan don't be aggressive on Rolly, I feel like Rolly just gonna, you know, take the fight to him. And
check this out. We got Ryan Garcia winning, man. Simple. Rolly gonna have to get that smoke.
Experts are split on the winner of this fight. Some believe Garcia's speed and power will give him the advantage, while others think Romero's experience and toughness will lead to victory. This showdown is expected to be intense, with both fighters having the skill to deliver a thrilling performance.
Bring on Rolly. You know, he's part of PBC. We already ran it once with PBC. I need to get my get back. So I'm going to beat Rolly, and we're going to have that. I just pray to God, try to see where he was guiding me. And he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it. And I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel, you know, like it's like his family, like it's a bond. So I'm hungry, man. That's why I'm here every day training. I didn't even know this was happening, but I came to train with Derek. And like I said, it's a blessing. Happy to be part of the team. I'm improving, getting better.
Oscar De La Hoya, Garcia's promoter, believes a rematch isn't needed, claiming Garcia dominated Haney in their first fight. De La Hoya stated, "There's no reason for Ryan to face Devin again."
Fight that he wants to make is going to be the rematch between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. What do you make of that?
If Ryan Garcia wants it, then that's what he wants. But me personally, I see no need for it. Ryan Garcia destroyed him, and that's the bottom line. So I think we have to make the best fights possible. And you know, there's fighters here like Teofimo. There's fighters here that we can match up Ryan with anyone and make a terrific event.
The upcoming Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero fight is set to shape the welterweight scene. Garcia's speed and counter-punching meet Romero's power and aggression. Insights from Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather give us a closer look at their skills and fight dynamics. As the fight nears, fans and experts will watch closely to see how each fighter plans and executes their game plan for victory.
Imagine a fight in Times Square, like literally in the middle of New York, in Times Square, like a little ring being there. Can you imagine that? Well, you don't have to imagine it more. Why? Because May 2nd, Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero is official, and it's taking place in Times Square. Oh, and I'm serious. Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero, Devin Haney versus Ramirez, and Teofimo versus Honor Barboza is now official for May 2nd in Times Square. Yes, in Times Square. I have so many questions. First of all, how are they going to do this? How are they going to pull this off? Are people going to be comfortable watching this? Are you going to charge? Is this going to be free? How is this happening? I have no clue. I have so many questions, zero answers, but on May 2nd, I will get my questions answered. Turkey Al Sheikh, Ring Magazine, they're the ones bringing this whole card to New York. This is going to be a great, great card. Let me know, what do you guys think about this? I personally think this card is going to be great. You can say whatever you want about Rolly, but the man always knows how to entertain the crowd, whether that be press conference or whether that be the fight, but the man knows how to entertain. And Ryan Garcia, and what I have to say about him after his fight against Devin Haney, I really don't have to say much. Let me know, what do you guys think about this?
Who hits harder, Ryan Garcia or Rolly Romero? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's discuss this epic showdown.